Thank you for tuning into my channel. Summer is here and I'm showing you a super quick look to achieve, whether you're going to the beach or you're going to the pool, whatever. Colourpop came out with these blush sticks. They're blush sticks and highlighter sticks. The highlighter sticks are actually called light sticks. But anyway, they're amazing. I love these blush sticks. I created this whole look with this, even this little bling that you see going on. I use the light sticks for that. So anyway, if you'd like to see how to get this look, keep watching. So the first thing you want to start with are your brows. You want to have your brows neatly groomed. I already have mine filled in. You don't necessarily have to have them filled in, but they do need to be neatly groomed. I've been using brow gel for years, but for the past couple of months, I have not. I have been using hair gel. I saw a couple of YouTubers doing that on their channel, using hair gel. So I'm using the Main Choice hair gel. And I've been doing it for a while, and I have to say, I don't know if I'm going to go back to brow gel at all because I love it so much. So what I do is I take a little bit of that gel, I put it on the back of my hand, and a little bit goes a long way. And then I just take a brow spoolie like that, and I dip it in, and also my spoolie is a little wet, so I run it under water a little bit. And I just take like a little bit on the back of my brush. And I start first with the hair in front because that's mainly like really what I want to like stick up and hold and look perfect all day. And then I run a little bit along the rest of the brows. And like I say, a little bit goes a long way. Trust me. And I'm telling you, your brows won't move all day. They will stay in place. Trust me, I've tried it. I've even tried it with my jazzercise class that I teach, and they don't move. After that, you want to move into concealer. I usually try to stay with a concealer that's close to my skin tone. So I'm using the Fenty Beauty concealer, and it's in number 420. So I take, and you're going to use very little of this, right? So you're going to take it right here. I put a little bit under my eye. And then I just kind of like spot treat. I just kind of put a little bit just in certain areas that are kind of dark. And you're actually just going to rub it all into your face. So I start here with my eye. And I just take a little brush. I love this brush. This is a Kat Von D 420. Is that what it is? 40. Kat Von D 40, and I really love this brush. And then I also, as you notice, take a little bit onto my eyelid as well. And then you're just going to brush it in, lightly brush it in all over. So you're not necessarily trying to achieve a full beat face that's like super flawless like you would with your foundation, right? But you also want to look like you just have perfect skin. So that's the key, right? So you just want to look like you have perfect glowing skin. So again, you can use any concealer you want as long as it's close to your skin tone and it will like blend right in. So you don't want to use a concealer that you would normally highlight with, right? So that probably would not work unless you're just doing that under your eyes. Okay, so look at that. See, nothing too crazy, but it definitely kind of brightens everything up and makes you look a little better. Now, with me, I have oily skin, so I can't just apply concealer under my eyes and then call it a day, right? So what I do is I take a translucent powder. I'm using the Sacha Buttercup powder. Fenty Beauty makes a great one. You can use that as well. And I'm just going to put a little bit under my eyes just to kind of set it so nothing budges, nothing moves, and nothing tries to play me in public. And then I also go a little on my eyelid as well. So moving on to the matchsticks, the first one I'm going to use is in Under Pressure. Under Pressure is what this one is called, and this is what it looks like. So I'm going to take this, and I'm just going to brush a little bit onto the end. So just right there on the end. And then I'm going to take a brush, just a makeup brush, a fluffy makeup brush, and just take that and just brush it in. And I like these matchsticks because you can also mix them, and they look beautiful together. So as you see, that just gave me like a little bit of color, and you can apply as much or as little as you want. You can also apply these with your finger. So I'm just going to brush this all over on both sides. And these matchsticks are great, especially if you're not used to doing eyeshadow or just not comfortable with doing eyeshadow. These matchsticks are amazing. You can't go wrong. You seriously can't go wrong with it. Okay, so like I said, you can do as much or as little as you want. So you can see that's the color payoff for me, and I rubbed it on there maybe a couple of times. I could even go a little bit more intense if I want to, but I think I'm going to keep it like that. I really like it. So next I'm going into a highlighter stick. It's actually called a light stick, and the one I'm using today is in Star Bright. And this is what this one looks like. And this one's more of a silvery highlight. So what I'm going to do with this one is I'm just going to take it right there on my finger. Just take a little bit on my finger. And then I'm going to go right here in the corner and just tap it on. So I hope you can see that. So see, that's kind of a nice silvery color. And it's probably not even coming across on camera as beautiful as it is in person. And then I'll go on the other side, same thing. So again, you don't have to be precise or a professional to know how to do it. Just take your finger and just apply as little or as much as you want. That is so pretty. So now I'm just going to take my brush, I'm going to wipe it off, and I'm going to go in and just kind of just make sure that everything flows nice and easy. I'm not a big brow highlight person, but I think with this look, it would look really nice and just give you a nice little pop of color. So what I'm going to do is just take a brush, and I'm going to take a brush and just go along the top right there. And I'm going to come right here, right at that high point, and just go underneath my brow. And see, that just gave it just a little brightening up, and it's perfect for this look. So for blush, I'm going to take the highlighter stick in Aloha, and this is what this one looks like. So I'm going to take that blush stick, and I'm just going to go right there along the cheekbones, and I'm going to take a fluffy brush. This brush is actually a Smashbox. This is a Smashbox brush, just a nice fluffy brush. And I'm going to take it and just do swirly motions for the blush. And then do the same thing on the other side. And just like with the eyes, you can do as much or as little as you want. So see, I didn't do a whole lot there, but you can just tell like it really just brightened up my face. So you can do as much or as little as you want, but that's going to be enough for me for now. And I'm going to go right into that highlighter and pretty much do the same thing. But what I'm going to do with the highlighter is I'm going to take it like right there, right where the cheekbone is. And just make that little line. And then I'm going to go in with that same brush, the same brush that we used before. And again, I'm just going to make little swirly motions just to kind of blend everything together. Because you want it to be like very shimmery and just summery and bright. So see how you can see that highlight? And I'm going to do the same thing on the other side. So I'm just going to take it and then I just kind of curve it just a little bit. Take that same brush. And all of these products work so well together. So if you even like feel like, oh, I did too much highlight, like you can go back with the blush stick, just go right back over, wipe off your brush, and just kind of go over it again if you want to. And see how pretty that looks? It's just like you have makeup on, but it's not too crazy. So even for the under eye, the same blush stick that you used before, you can go take your brush here and go underneath. And just smudge a little bit. And I kind of like to go like this to connect it. So see how that just kind of brightened up the under eye just a little bit? And again, you can take as much or as little as you like. And you can take the same brush that you were using before, go back into the highlight, dip your brush again like so, and then go right there on the end. Just right there on the inner corner. See? That is so pretty. And then just add mascara. After you do the mascara, I like to go back into my translucent powder, tap some off in the cup, and just go over my whole face just to kind of set it. If you're not oily, you can skip this step, but I'm oily, so I like to try to set everything, and powder is definitely my friend, for sure. So moving on to the lip, I'm going to use the one that we used on our eyes. Which one was that? That was Under Pressure. And again, you just want a little pop of color. And I'm a gloss girl, so I am using the Colourpop Ultra Glossy Lip Gloss. Put a little bit of that, just kind of in the center. And then apply it all over. And you got a nice, simple, glossy lip. So if you're extra like me and you don't mind a little bling, a little pop, more pop of color, take that same highlighter stick, the one we used earlier. You can put it right there. Whoa. Or you can take your hand and just rub it in. See how that gives you just a nice glow? And you can do that on the other side. Whoa. And just take your hand and rub it in. And then you can also do that right here. Do the same thing. So look at that. Isn't that nice? And this is the final look. Thank you so much for watching. Please like, subscribe, comment. I'll see you next time.